What's up, guys? Your boy, 22K13. Gonna talk about 10 reasons why Rollins versus Lesnar feud will rule the summer. This comes from WhatCulture.com. The main event for WWE Battleground on July 19th will see Seth Rollins defend the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Brock Lesnar. It was a match that was initially a rumor as the SummerSlam main event, but WWE decided to bring Lesnar back a month earlier to make a B- pay-per-view suddenly feel like an A- level 1. The good news is that there are 5 weeks between Money in the Bank and Battleground, so there will be plenty of time to build other storyline issues with the two competitors. Add in the outside factor of Paul Heyman as Lesnar advocate, while Rollins' authority buddies continue to make things tough for him, and there are a lot of reasons to be excited. Lesnar, a phenomenal athlete that is unlike anybody else in WWE because of his natural athleticism, credibility, and this unbeatable aura that nobody else possesses. Rollins has been arguably WWE's best performer over the last year. He broke off from his Shield buddy 1 year ago, and since that time has improved as a talker, while constantly proving himself in the ring as well. There is a lot of potential for this Rollins-Lesnar rivalry to be a feud of the year contender, just because of how talented they are. With that in mind, here are 10 reasons why this feud will dominate WWE this summer. Number 10. The Beast is out for revenge. Brock Lesnar never lost the WWE title in an advertised match. Rollins won because he pinned Roman Reigns after a Money in the Bank cash-in at WrestleMania 31. Because of that, Lesnar is an angry beast that is out for revenge, and now he got the WWE Universe behind him. In the eyes of Lesnar, Heyman, and the fans, he got screwed out of the gold that he held for 8 months because of Rollins' sneak attack. Oftentimes, the best storyline in wrestling involves one man seeking revenge on another, and that's what this rivalry is all about. Even though Lesnar is a bigger man in this scenario, it's easy to sympathize with him. He was a champion. He never got pinned. And when he exercised his rematch clause the next night on Raw, the match never happened. Then Lesnar got suspended for attacking a cameraman as well as Michael Cole. After being suspended, he back to get back what is rightfully his. Lesnar been stewing for 3 months waiting to get his hands on Rollins, and now he has his chance. Sometimes wrestling stories are complicated and hard to follow. Not in this case. It's easy to root for Lesnar in this rivalry from a story perspective. Number 9. The coveted WWE title is on the line. This seems like a no-brainer, but it goes without saying that when the WWE title is on the line in a feud, it makes it seem that much more special. If a heel is in a feud with a face when nothing is on the line, then a lot of times it may not seem like much. However, when the most coveted prize in wrestling is up for grabs, suddenly there's a lot more interest in the match. Rollins hasn't been a great champion during his 3-month run because aside from his ladder match win over Dean Ambrose at Money in the Bank, he has barely won matches clean. All of his title wins over Randy Orton were cheap and involved plenty of interference. When he had a SmackDown match with Dolph Ziggler recently, he used the title to win instead of getting the clean victory. Any match is more important when the WWE title is up for grabs. People remember it more than any other match on a show, especially when it's a great match like Lesnar and Rollins should be able to deliver. Number 8. The rumors of Rollins turning face soon. There are always rumors in wrestling about top guys, if somebody a top heel turn, they are going to be rumored to turn face at some point, and the same can be said about top faces. In the case of Seth Rollins, there's a rumor that he may end up turning face in the near future, leading to a potential SummerSlam match against his authority boss, Triple H. It's a rumor that we should take with a grain of salt because this may have been a plan a few months ago, but that could have changed somewhere along the way. Maybe it was going to happen this summer and instead had been pushed back for later in the year. Now that people are aware of it, they can watch the show more intently to see if there are ever clues to suggest that Rollins may turn. He's been bragging about being the best WWE champion ever, which Triple H might take exception to, and Rollins has also been using the pedigree as a finishing move. The possibility of that Rollins turn is a big reason for fans to be more interested in what might happen during this feud. Number 7. Paul Heyman promos as a face. Paul Heyman, the best talker in WWE and has been for several years now. There's really nobody that is close to him since CM Punk went home while other superstars aren't at his level yet. Most of his promos have been as a heel advocate for Lesnar, Punk, Cesaro, Curtis Axel, or just him being a pain that gets under people's skin. Things are different now because Lesnar is a babyface role. So instead of doing promos to upset the fans, Heyman is going to be out there trying to get a positive reaction from them. It shouldn't be a problem for Heyman since he's so experienced as a talker and has earned the respect of wrestling fans. They are going to eat up everything he says about Rollins being a cowardly champion, unlike Lesnar. Most people never would have thought that Heyman would be a babyface manager, but that day is here, and it's going to be so fun to listen to what Heyman might say with the beast by his side. Number 6. Heyman may turn on Lesnar to align with Rollins. If this Lesnar-Rollins rivalry is going to last all the way to SummerSlam in 2 months' time, then there needs to be some twist and turn along the way. One of those possibilities could see the aforementioned Paul Heyman turning on Lesnar to help Rollins retain the WWE title. Heyman had turned on Lesnar before, after all. That happened at Survivor Series 2002, when Heyman screwed Lesnar out of the WWE title by aligning with Big Show, who left with a cold. At that time, WWE felt like Lesnar was becoming really popular, and in order for him to be a bigger star, he needed to be without Heyman. Don't forget that Heyman also screwed over another successful client, CM Punk. At the Money in the Bank 2013 event, that was when Punk was in the face role after being a heel, much like Lesnar is right now, and Heyman cost him the win in the ladder match. For the sake of long-term storytelling, it wouldn't be a bad idea to pair up Heyman with Rollins or perhaps another rising heel on the roster, Kevin Owens. Number 5. Their triple threat match with John Cena at Royal Rumble was amazing. When Brock Lesnar was set to defend the WWE title at Royal Rumble 2015, it was announced as a match against John Cena. A few weeks after that announcement, Seth Rollins was added to the match. The expectation was that Lesnar was going to win, and he did. But the reason Rollins was added to because he arguably the best wrestler in WWE, and his presence would make the match better. That was a smart move by WWE. The match was definitely a lot better than the usual Lesnar Cena match that took place 3 times since Lesnar returned to WWE in 2012. It was an exceptional match that some fans are calling the WWE match of the year so far, and with the year nearly half over, it may be hard for any other match to top it. WWE should make mention of how great that match was as a selling point for this match because that's a huge reason to get excited about more Lesnar Rollins matches this summer. Number 4. First major match for Brock Lesnar as a face since 2003. Brock Lesnar had been booked as a heel since he came back in 2012. With the fans cheering him more in the build-up to WrestleMania, WWE decided to turn him face, and for a lot of fans, that's something new for him. Lesnar will actually work a match on July 4th against Kofi Kingston in Japan, but that's basically just a house show that's televised and should be an easy win with no storyline going into it. That one shouldn't be considered a major match the way that this one was. The way that this one was. This is the first time in 12 years that Lesnar will be in the face role. He started as a heel in 2002, turned face late in 2002, and then by the summer of 2003, he was back to being a heel again. Most likely he's going to do a lot of same thing he done in the past in terms of his mannerism. But it would be wise if he was to urge the crowd on and even leave them in a suplex city chant just because something like that could work well. It will be refreshing to see Lesnar in the face role and to hear how the crowd might react to what he does to Rollins. Number 3. Sheamus lurking with Money in the Bank briefcase ad intrigue. The Money in the Bank briefcase added a lot to WWE's storyline because you never know when the guy holding it is going to cash in. Last year winner Seth Rollins held it for over 9 months before making history by cashing in to win the WWE title at WrestleMania. Sheamus doesn't have to hold it that long, so there are all kinds of possibilities with this match. They could do something where Sheamus cashes in while the match is going on, just like Rollins at WrestleMania, with Sheamus hitting a brogue kick on Rollins while Lesnar is unable to break up the pin because he's outside the ring. That would be really cheap. But it could also work well because it would lead to a feud with Lesnar going after Sheamus. Another scenario could see Sheamus try to cash in before the match, fail because Lesnar stopped it, and that can make Lesnar look like more of a face because he's able to prevent a guy like Sheamus from cashing in during his match. There are a number of other situations that could happen that could lead to Sheamus leaving as WWE Champion or failing at a way to make one of the 2 other guys look like bigger stars. That's the beauty of Money in the Bank. You just never know what might happen. Whether there is a cash in or not, the possibility of Sheamus getting involved in things makes this rivalry that much better. Number 2. Will Brock Lesnar be pinned? This is a huge reason why there's so much intrigue about Battleground, SummerSlam, and any future match Lesnar is in because we don't know if he's going to lose. Lesnar hadn't been pinned in a match since WrestleMania 29 in 2013 against Triple H, which was a loss a lot of people complain about because they really shouldn't have done it. Why pay Lesnar millions of dollars and have him lose to a part-timer? It didn't make sense. Since Lesnar is booked like this unbeatable beast all the time, it's going to be very hard to create a scenario where he gets pinned. What we know about WWE booking top babyface is they rarely lose clean. John Cena only done it a few times in 10 years, and Randy Orton barely loses clean too. It could be argued that Lesnar is booked stronger than both of them since he has so few losses in the last 3 years. The possibility of Lesnar being pinned is a big selling point of the match because it's so rare. If it happens, how will they go about it? That's a question we won't know an answer to until it happens. Number one, it's the first time this match is taking place. Wrestling fans want matches that are fresh because if we've seen something before, then it loses its appeal the next time it happens. In this instance, we're getting a single match for the WWE title that we haven't seen before. As mentioned earlier, they had that great match with Cena at the Royal Rumble that showed that these two may have awesome chemistry. That a triple threat though, a lot of the near fall and big spot in that match can't be done in singles because it's a different kind of match. In a triple threat, you can attack a guy from behind with a big move because he's looking at the other guy. When it's a singles match, it has to be booked differently. Rollins as the cheap heel champion versus Lesnar as the nearly unbeatable face is a major match that should give fans plenty to get excited about. It has the potential to be the WWE match of the year as well, so that's something that should make all wrestling fans happy. When you add all the other outside factors that have been discussed, there's no question that WWE is heading in the right direction with this rivalry leading the way. But that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.